Okay, this is water signs part 2. I said a word that will get me flagged and they'll take down my account. So I have to be careful in how I speak. But water signs, you have been the ones in your family that have held everything together in society, that have kind of like flowed your way through. You diffused all of the issues. You kind of like took the ground and you allowed for people to just dump everything on you to where everybody else was appeased while you walked around heavy. And you're no longer doing that. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so my Captain Obvious deck, my Peppa Pig, somebody got in God's way. Okay? And when they did that, it made you unstoppable. Because you were leading by love and compassion, they thought you were weak. What is this? And now you're just laughing all the way. You're taking that time and that energy towards really spending the time loving on yourself. Can I get something? And also, sometimes honor is distant. Okay? And so you've learned that some of these people, they're not capable of handling your love. They misuse you. And literally some of them will say to you, I'm just going to hurt you if you let me back. Okay? If they ever had a moment to actually tell the truth, that's what they would say. You're smart enough to recognize, water signs, that you can't go back. You're pressing forward. Rivers don't reverse unless there's a bunch of shaking and turbulence. We're just being brought forth into the right direction correctly by the one who created the firmaments as well as the waters. Okay, so can I get a confirmation on this warning for God in God's way? So somebody was trying to stop you from loving. Somebody wanted to keep you from love. They wanted to keep you from what keeps you growing. Okay? And they got in God's way. Because you're leading by love and compassion, and they wanted to stop love for you. And God said, no, not on my watch. And so now you're filled with joy. You're filled with love. Leading by compassion and love. You were the scapegoat. And you were constantly loving and kind and never stood up for yourself because, well, when you finally did, it would just come out and you would seem erratical or emotional because you cared. And I'm trying to tell you how I feel. Okay? Because you cared about these people and these people didn't care about themselves. They couldn't care about you. So you're trying to have a logical conversation with somebody who doesn't understand logic nor conversation. They just want to accuse and turn it all around and make it look like you're the spectacle again because they don't want to take accountability for their own actions. They just wanted to say, oh, well, you know how water sign is. You were feeding right into their momentum. And when you stopped, I can love you from a distance. Deuces, they got in God's way. So now they're on their own. And you are laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. Because you're happy. You're filled with love. You're filled with joy. There's 3 love cards on this table. Okay, water sign? Unstoppable solution. What's this unstoppable solution? You've been rescued, water sign. And you haven't been rescued in a way. When they fell, they were abandoned to evil. You were abandoned to evil, and you've been rescued from that. So that makes you unstoppable because they can't go back and pull that wool over your eyes and say, you didn't see that. Because you did. And you're like, hey, it's cool. I'm aware of what you are now. So they're not used to this, I'm hearing hardcore version of love. But this is the heart of the Father. It's kind of, you like it, I love it. And water, that's what you're representing right now. You're doing what's best for you, and I am so proud of you. I really recommend during this this moon landing that's going on right now, energetically, that you spend a lot of time near the water. Just like walking by the river, going to the lakes, taking your hot baths with your salts, lighting a candle, a white candle for purity. Kind of like take a moment to whatever it is you're working on in your life. Take a blank sheet of paper, write down your request to the Most High God, and kind of like tape it to your candle. Dedicate that candle to the Most High God and just invite the Spirit of the living God to come into that moment with you. Really become one with who you are within, as well as the one who created you to be within. Okay? And that's going to really pull forth a lot that you've wanted. The sensitivity is beautiful. And what they wanted to keep from you, you have become the master at being. And I find that so awesome. And they're not benefiting from this. They can't go back and say, we didn't do that, because you saw it firsthand, water sign. You're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to argue with you, but deuces, I ain't getting with you. And I am so proud of you for standing guard. Any more warnings for Water Sign Collective? Cascade of hidden, unresolved issues in the reverse. They can't hide crap anymore from you, water sign. You're too intuitive. You're too sensitive. And now we have shoulda, coulda, woulda. They blew it. And they know it. Because you genuinely loved them. You genuinely cared when no one else did. They were using them. Spitting them out. You were seeing God in them. And they can't find that anywhere else. Because they killed it. I'm so proud of you, water signs. Let's get some affirmation cards, okay? Affirmation cards for water sign, please. Water sign collective. 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 My goodness. Woo! Water sign. Today I am resourceful. Today I will turn anything into an opportunity. Water sign's not playing. Today I am powerful. Today my potential to succeed and to conquer challenges is limitless. Today I am glowing. Today I have huge amounts of energy and focus today to take on any challenge. Any challenge that's going to make you closer to who you're meant to be. Today I am at peace. Today I am at peace with all that has happened, all that is happening, and all that will happen. You're releasing what doesn't serve your higher self, and I am so very proud of you, water signs. Today I am flexible. Today I will adapt to changes in my life with an open mind and a positive outlook. Today I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focus on slowing my inhalation and my exhalation. You are learning to center yourselves. You're going with the waves. I'm picturing a person in the middle of the ocean, and they've had waves crashing down, and they turn around and they let the waves take them to the shore. This is what's happening with you, water signs. This is what's happening. You're going with the waves, and the waves are going to put you where you're supposed to be. You're not fighting against your own gifts. Today I am curious. Today I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. You recognize you're a rarity. You're a gem. To have someone that loves you unconditionally and you don't have to earn it. It's just freely given because they love people. A gem. To have someone that won't try to change you, that loves you and works around you in order to be able to keep peace. A gem. You all have grown so much, and I am so proud of you. Awesome job, water signs. Keep up the good work.